Hello, fellow traders. It's a weekend and the market's not open, so I'm brainstorming as usual. I'm in rare form today, rare form. So I'm going to reveal a little bit more on my black box. I just saw somebody put up a robot that he says has been working on for 7 years. Well, I've been working on this for 30 years, okay? Maybe not as a programmer because I'm not an expert programmer, but I outsource a lot, but on the ideas. Just a quick look here at my secret that this one I'll probably never share because you all wonder why we sell things if they're so good. Well, this is one method I'm not going to sell because it is pretty good. It's my Renko method. I've put a lot of charts up, but what you don't know is how much I've modified the programs. Look, this is a US market here, and look how predictable, if you have the correct software, things can be for you, and why you don't need to sell products, really. Okay, this is a US market. Now, let me go on the euro, because then I can give you a little tidbit with my latest here. Look at the euro. I have a down bias on the euro, but haven't been totally right. Thank God for computers. Thank God for Renko, who keeps on putting me on the right track. Here, for instance, you get a nice down and definitely a nice formation up on the Renko over Easter, which surprised me. Is it government intervention? I don't know what it is. Why the hell people want to go and buy the euro right now, is not logical to me, but markets are not logical. And there was a trade to be made and money to be made, and money was made. Thank God the computer made it for me. My reasoning on the euro is still the same. If you're getting, even an eighth or a 2/8 or a quarter or a 0.5% on the dollar, why the hell would central banks give money with negative interest rates? After a while, this has got to catch up. And with what's going on in Europe, I hear this Brexit. The English may change their mind last minute, whatever, but I think it spells the beginning of a different kind of Europe in any case. Not the end of Europe, but all sorts of secret deals or open deals between France, England, Germany, the major powers, and the ones I would worry about are the peripheral countries because they've cost us a lot, and some do very well, like Poland have done excellent economically, excellent models, but others are really weighing on us. And France, Germany, England can survive by themselves, so we just have weak governments. So this is a euro. What do you think? What do you think, guys? I got a little buy signal late on Friday. I don't know if that's a real one. I had turned it off. And this is a shark formation, one of the best formations you can have. It's a projected, what we call a projected shark formation, and it's projecting the dollar to go down. So we'll see. In any case, if I'm wrong, the Renko picks it up, and I've had to do a small hedge here because I'm long on the dollar, and it's saying buy, so I'll do the small hedge even if I lose a bit of money. Here, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I cut that position, went here, look at that. Completely against what I thought. But anyway, I'm here to reveal more secrets about my product, and this is, something that really just bothers me now. I've put my auto scalper, the BBSO scalper, down to $61, okay? There is so much technology in this scalper, also so much hate for some reason, that, I took off the main one, which only about 10 people knew how to use. I've made it very simple. But let me just go through this again, okay? Let me tell you what's in here, what you're getting for $61 now, which is, unbelievable. You've got the main black box module, okay? Let's turn off. You've got the trend module. We can talk about that another time. Okay. You've got the breakout module. I'm going to keep that in because that's my pet peeve and I love it. And we turn off the volatility module. I will admit the volatility module is what has caused a lot of problems with this EA. And it wasn't originally my program. It worked very well last year. It hasn't worked very well this year. So you can switch it off. But let's go back to the main black box module. And let me tell you what's in it, okay? Let me tell you what's in this module, okay? First of all, here you got equity protection. You got max spread that you're willing to take from brokers. Now this is interesting. This is where you put your profit you want. Let's say you want 15 pips and here 25. And this will be decided randomly. So sometimes they'll take 15 pips. Sometimes they'll take 16 pips. Sometimes they'll take 24 pips, etc., etc. So your broker doesn't really know. It's stealth. Your broker doesn't really know when you're taking the profit. Okay. Now let's look at the BBSO module. You have the simple version, which works very well, and I'm using it again. I've talked a lot about it. The black box module, which does one trade at a time, which you have to optimize yourself. It can take days to optimize. But it's a very precise optimization, and once you've optimized it once, you can use it for months. Computers are very fast now. You can do it over the weekend. It's $31. Everybody should have this module. I've sold thousands of them. Most people are extremely satisfied. I think I get about a 1 or 2% rate that of people that well, basically don't understand it. Once they PM me, I explain it to them. Now let's run the BBSO scalper module. Okay, scalper. I know people don't like the word scalper, but that's because it does a lot of small trades. And okay, look at it. So I've just put it on, and you can see that it's just done the auto optimization, which takes about 2 or 3 days on the main one in about a few seconds. Okay, let me show you what it's done here. So basically it's saying that in 58 trades you get a profit factor of 10. This is a simulation going back 2,000 bars. It's a simulation, okay, based on your broker's data, not based on MT4 data. Okay, now I've put the number of orders at 3, which means it will do a basket. Let's say it buys, you see this is an optimized band. It's calculated. It's currently saying it's not seeing any trend because we're right at here, this point here, and obviously there is no real trend. Probably if you were down here would have said an uptrend. But right now we're talking about the moment, we're talking about now, and it's not detecting a trend, which is good because it has a filter in there that usually will do range trading when there is no trend, and we'll try and avoid contrarian trades. This is a complex mathematical algorithm that was developed for me by a mathematician, which I put in for no reason whatsoever, because nobody looked at it. People preferred to just put nasty pictures of me and stuff like that instead of looking at the mathematics behind. But there is a complex ATR filter built in that will avoid contrarian trades when there is a strong trend. So anyway, let's go back here. So what does it do? What does it do? It'll let's say it's we go back here. It'll start. No, let's look at a short, because it's probably what it would do right now. Let's look at right now. So you have here. It would probably start shorting about here, okay? And if you've got a 3 orders. It'll short here. Okay, that's not a bad trade already. What it does is it'll calculate whether it's time to get out or not. It'll work out a break even. It will, if it's a basket, it will work out an average profit and take the basket out if it's bought 2 or 3 times in this area here. Okay, so it will probably come out around here. I say it goes back up here. Now we're back in the zone here, and it starts doing a trade. It'll probably only do 1 and come down here, and probably also decide to come out. So it has built in, okay, a basket that it will do. But you can set that at 1 if you don't like the baskets. Okay, you can set it at 10. You can set it at 20. Do whatever you want. It will work out. It will come to break even and do a break even. This is where the steps come in. Okay, it has an optimized break even. It has an ATR stop calculated on the best ATR we find, 20 and 10. This ATR stop is on until we reach the break even. Then it is stopped. The other way it can come out is by taking an average of the basket you have bought and then deciding that it's time to get out. And the main last way to get out is if it reaches the other side of the band, then it will come out completely. So there are about 3 or 4 different ways to come out. This is a very sophisticated module. I do not understand why it's been slagged off so much, why people don't understand how to use it. I can understand you can have trouble with the trend because I'll talk about that later, but the trend is based on Renko and Renko on a normal chart and auto-sizing bricks and different ways of stopping and all that, which are a bit complicated to understand, but it does catch a trend. And the squeeze break is my normal squeeze break, which basically is here, okay? Maybe the black box wouldn't have bought, but if you had the squeeze break module on, which I always have on, it will probably decide that this is an area where you can have a breakout and probably buy here to cut a long story short. So you would have had a long trade done here, which would counter the non-trade made by the black box model. So I'm going to say right now, so more secrets revealed. If my videos bore you, I hope not. I have a lot to say, and I hope you learn from them. And please, just have a look. It's $61, for goodness sakes now. So much technology. I spent so much money on this. It was a bestseller for a while. My black box module, very complicated EA, sold for $1,000 for a long time. That's off the market now. And I'm working on an artificial version. How about that? AI. Haha. Anyway, goodbye. See you later.